The topic for today is ratio. Ratio is comparison of like quantities measured in like units. For example, if we are going to take A to B, A is to B, where A and B are two quantities, and the second quantity B should not be equal to 0, the ratio may be written as A colon B or A divided by B or A to B. Ratio is the comparison of like quantities, means the all quantities should be of the same kind. That is, we cannot compare distance with speed, we cannot compare distance with time. We shall compare distance with distance, time with time, speed with speed, volume with volume, area with area, and so on. Secondly, it should be in same units, means if we are comparing distance, then we should have the comparison of kilometers with kilometers. The kilometers can't be compared with meters. The kilometers can't be compared with centimeters. Similarly, in time, if the one time is in minutes, the other time should also be in minutes. We cannot compare minutes with seconds. We cannot compare minutes with hours. We cannot compare minutes with days or years. So ratio is basically the comparison of like quantities measured in like units. The third thing which is very important in ratio, we have to maintain its order. The first quantity will be written first and the second quantities will be written later. For example, if we have A ratio B, and if A is girls and B is boys, so we shall always write girls first and boys later if it is required. If boys are required in the start, we will write boys ratios girls. We cannot change their order. So it's an arrangement, a comparison of like quantities measured in like units or same units. We are going to express different ratios in their simplest form. The first example is 2 over 3 ratio 3 over 2 ratio 5 over 8. What we will do, we will first make their denominators same and then drop the denominators and compare their numerators. For this, we have to take the LCM of the denominators to make them same. I shall start with 2. You can see the LCM of 2, 3 and 8 is 24. So what we have to do, we have to make all three denominators equal to 24. I shall multiply this 3 with 8, this 2 with 12, and this 8 with 3. You can see from here we can find with which number we are going to multiply. Now I have 16 over 24 ratio 36 over 24 ratio 15 over 24. When I shall multiply this denominator with 3, I have to multiply this 5 with also 3. When I shall multiply this 2 with 12, I have to multiply this 3 with 12. And when I shall multiply this 3 with 8 to make it 24, I have to multiply this 2 with 8. When the denominators are same, I shall remove the denominators or drop the denominators or skip the denominators, and I shall compare only the numerators. And I shall check either there is any number which can divide all three. If I divide these 2 with 2, I cannot divide this 15 with 2. If I divide this 36 and 15 with 3, I cannot divide this 16 with 3. So basically I cannot divide any two of them with a specific number. I have to divide either all three with the same number or I shall leave it as an answer. This is the simplest form which was required for these fractions. The next example is 0.33 ratio 0.63 ratio 1.8. You can see two numbers are having two places after decimal and one is having one number after decimal. But when we shall convert them into whole numbers, we have to multiply all three with 100. When we shall multiply with 100, our decimal will move 2 digits towards the right side. As we are multiplying, so decimal will move towards the right side. The numbers we will have is 33, 63 and 180. As it was having one decimal place, so we shall have an additional 0 with it. Now we shall check either there is any divisor of all three. Yes, I think we have 3 as a divisor. Three 11s are 33. 2 times 6 and 3 1s are 3. 3 6 are 18 and 0. Now I think there is no other number which can divide all three, as 11 is a prime number and in the table of 11, 21 and 60 doesn't come. So this is the simplest form of this question. Another interesting example is 1 by 3 ratio 2.5 ratio 3 whole 3 by 4. There are two fractions, one mixed number, one proper fraction and a decimal. First of all, I shall convert all three into fraction. 2.5 may be written as 25 over 10 and 3 whole 3 by 4 will be written as 4 3s are 12, 13, 14, 15 over 4. We shall make the denominators same. The LCM of 3, 4 and 10 will be 3 and 5 are prime numbers, so it will be 2 cross 2 cross 3 cross 5, 60. 3 multiply 20, this is also same. 10 multiply 6 and 4 multiply 15. Another way to find this 3 will be multiplied with 2, 2 and 5. 2 multiply 2 is 4, 5s are 20. This 10, 5 2s are 10 will be multiplied with 6 and this 15 will be multiplied with 4 or 4 will be multiplied with 15. The new fractions will be 20 over 60. 25 6 times is I think 150 over 60 and double to 5, 15 square is double to 5 over 60. Now you can see our denominators are same, so we will only compare the numerators. The numerators are 20, 150 and double to 5. We can easily divide them 5 as all of them are having 5 or 0 at the end. 5 4 times 20, 5 3 times 15, 30, 5 4s are 20, 25 left, 5 25 times, 5 5 times 25. So now this 4, 30 and 45 will not be divided with the same number. If these two are even, we can divide them with 2, but we cannot divide 45 with 2. If these two are divisible by 3, but we cannot divide this 4 with 3. So we shall leave our answer as it is, and this is the maximum possible least form or simplest form for this question. Another example, we may have question like this: 0.6 kg, 3 by 4 kg and 400 grams. I told you in the start that we shall take all fractions, all quantities in the same unit and we shall not disturb their arrangement. So we have to take all these in the same unit. We can take all these three in kgs or in grams. I will recommend you to always convert them into smaller unit, because when we convert them into smaller unit, we don't have decimals and it's difficult to handle decimals and easy to handle the whole numbers and fractions. Okay, this is in kilograms. 1 kg to 1000 grams. So we shall multiply this 0.6 with 1000 to bring it into grams. When we have 3 by 4 kg, we shall also convert it into grams by multiplying with 1000, but this is already in grams. Now when I shall multiply the 0.6 with 1000, I shall have 2 zeros with the answer, as 1000 has 3 zeros, but one decimal will remove 1 zero and there will be 2 zeros with the answer. And when I shall multiply 3 by 4 with the 1000, I shall cancel this 4 with 1000, I shall have 250, and my answer, final answer will be 750 when I shall multiply this 250 with 3. And the third quantity is 400. Another thing which I shall explain here is that when you have such big quantities, try to cancel equal number of zeros. First, it will make your cancellation easy. In this question, we shall cancel 1 zero of all three. We cannot cancel 2 zeros. We can cancel here 2 zeros, here but not there. So we will only cancel 1 zero. The new quantities are 60, 75 and 40. You can see I haven't changed their arrangement. They are in the same arrangement in which they were given with commas. Now I shall divide all three with 5. I think I cannot divide more than 5. The way to check the maximum divisor is highest common factor. I shall divide these 3 with 2. No, I cannot divide 75 with 2. So I shall divide these 3 with 3. No, I cannot divide these 3 with 3 because 40 can't be divided by 3. So I shall only divide these 3 with 5. Yes, I was right. 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 12. 5 ones are 5, 5 fives are 25, 5 eights are 40. You can see that 12 and 8 can be divided by 4 but not 15. 12 and 15 may be divided by 3 but not 8. So 5 is the highest common factor, and after dividing with the highest common divisor, I will be having answer 12 from here, 15 and 8. So the other way to find the maximum divisor, we can take the highest common factor of those numbers, and when we take the highest common factor HCF of those numbers, we can easily see that at the bottom we have the answers. Similarly, if we have one quantity 1 kg to 50 grams and the other quantity 3 kg, so we can convert them like this: 1 kg 1000 grams plus 250 grams, 1250 colon 3000. If we have 250 centimeter compared with 1 meter, we can write it as 250 and 1 meter as 100.